Why? Guess I'm dreaming about you all night. Thinking it's true. And I keep repeating the same sequence. Running cause I'm always seeing you. Going back to the moments I knew. You know that I'm reminiscing of the good collection of what we got in store. Funny that it happens only when we get distance between us. I see you giving up only when we get just a little bit of distance, just a little distance between us. Still living in the past, you know I'm a broken record for nostalgia. I'm a broken record for nostalgia. I'm a broken record for nostalgia. You don't even
What's up, Div? How's it going, buddy?
all the things we used to do. Friendly fire, burning each other once we got over. It always ended back to making love, back to mixing up feelings in my cup. Now my eyes are shut, unable to sleep. God, I'm feeling weak.
I'm just getting things started. I'm hoping that we can get this rocking and rolling here shortly. All right, so
still living in the past. I'm a broken record for nostalgia. I'm a broken record for.
give me 1 second. We're getting started. Oh my goodness, my voice is still gone. We're getting started here in just a minute. So just give me a minute and we'll get going. Welcome everybody. Oh my gosh. This voice of mine, dude, I swear it's not coming back anytime soon, is it? All right, let me get the game started up so I can switch screens here shortly. Okay, alrighty then. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Drakeage 2000 show. I'm your host, Drakeage 2000, the guy without a voice. And we're gonna get rocking and rolling here in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail as we go into some more Motortown. I can't do any of my fun, like, extra voices and stuff, so like we're not gonna be able to do any silly voices during the stream or anything like that because I don't have any silly voice in me right now. All I got is this deep ASMR style voice right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're playing over here on the Motor Maven server. It's a ton of fun. I highly recommend this server. I hope that I get my voice back here before too long, but I don't think it's gonna be happening on this particular stream. All right, well, let's see what's going on. Good evening. Okay, so let's go to the company and company 32%. Yeah, we're gonna lower the levels on this. I had intended to do that before, but I forgot to do it before. So that was, you know, fully my intention to lower that. I don't know if it stays. I don't know if it stays lowered. But it should. So if I say no, and then we go back into it, right? And then we go back to company. Yeah, it stayed. Okay, that's good. So let me make sure those guys are going on the routes. Okay, this one's Jeju 1 and this other one is Suikopu downtown. Turning the stream up and working. Okay, so let's see where we're at. Let's get the Roadmaster. It's in use. Okay, cool. Who's using it right now? It's probably Sir K. Yeah, he likes using the bus. And that is totally cool. That is totally fine. Yeah, Sir K is using the bus on the Ollie Ring. That's a good route too. Tronco. Okay, let's get Tronco rocking. Tronco, where are you at? There you are. Alright, so Tronco is headed out. And I don't think we need anybody else out there. Okay, so Yanto's using semi number 4. Wicked is down here using Atlas number 2. All right, let's check our contracts here real quick. Wow, we lost the Dasa Harbor contract. Okay, so let's go get that contract again. Fast travel needs refreshed down here. So boom. Let's refresh that. And then let's teleport down here. Oh, let's teleport down here and go get ourselves the Dasa Harbor contract. Okay, so company, no, not company. We want to use some of our own vehicles for this. You know what? Let's use the race car to get down there. Yeah, buddy. All right. Woo. Okay. Oh, we just slipped right underneath that. That's kind of cool. Oh, that's kind of fun. Ooh, kind of losing it a little bit there. There we go. Let's go. Oh man, what's up, Miss Fortune? How you doing today? I hope you're doing awesome. Oh my goodness, I'm just losing control here on like a really easy track area. Oh man, better than yesterday? Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear it. So I'm rushing down over here to Dasa Harbor to refresh our contracts. Hopefully, I'll be able to do that here shortly. What do you want to do? Oh, honestly, anything. I'm about to figure that out. I'm about to figure that out myself. I know you said you I know you said that you like running the off-road routes, so maybe try doing like the off-road trucking. Or not trucking, but the off-road trash route could be a lot of fun if you want to give that a shot. I was really pleasantly surprised by how well it did when we were doing that earlier. I was really surprised by that. By the way, if you're just joining the stream and you're like, what the heck is wrong with Drake's voice? I lost it. It's gone. It decided to take a vacation. So that's gonna make recording Fishing North Atlantic this weekend a little bit interesting. But yeah, my voice is gone right now, so whoopsies. Where did you start and end? Okay. So like, I won't be able to see everything, right? I won't be able to see everything. But basically, if you go to Guanjin right now, we have a fast travel point right here. So you can just start here because there's a vehicle spawn point right here, right? So if you start there, then all you got to do is like start just running the trash in the general area and you'll be good to go. Really. Also, I noticed something about my goals. Let's see if I can change the goals. The goals weren't working that well before. Is that in here? Where did I put the goals before? There they are. They're in the goals folder, of course. Gotcha. Okay. Properties. So, end goal. And then this goal. No. And after 12. I should refresh it. Yeah, perfect. What's up, Diff? I know. Take care of your voice, right? Like, I don't know. I also, I think it's kind of funny too, right? Like, oh man. But I don't think this weekend will be the race weekend for the racing league that I want to set up. I don't think that that's going to be the case because I'm not going to have the voice to be able to do the announcements and stuff, right? So romance. And company Kalima. Ooh, this guy doesn't have much gas, does he? This guy does not have much gas. Alright. Toggle landing gear. Yeah. Let's get rocking and rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I don't know. I guess Alan has the same idea that I do. That's okay. He's probably going to take the larger vehicles or something. Oh no. Well, we're gonna go see what vehicles need to go where, and then we'll do like one trip of that, and then kind of figure out what we want to do after that. So should be good. We got a few vehicles here that need hauling. All right. So I guess he's not coming down here. Okay, I don't know what he's doing then. Jedi, what's going on, man? Okay, the whole group is here. How's things going? I'm doing well, my good friend. How are you doing? Also, welcome to Jedda's living room. Assuming that we're over here on the living room right now. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I clearly do not have a voice, but we're going to do the absolute best that we can without the voice. So, bear with me because I gotta talk a little bit more quiet than I normally do when I'm streaming. And as a result of that, right, hopefully you can hear me just fine, because again, I have to talk a little bit more quiet in order for my voice to not crack quite as much. So let's do that. Let's go down just a little bit further. Yeah, I really do need to take care of my voice. I also have to record the next episode of Fishing North Atlantic this weekend. And so that is going to be entertaining for me here, as I try to battle this, whatever this voice is. This like, oh, this is wild, man. I haven't lost my voice in like years, so it's kind of funny to me. And I find like just how deep this voice has gotten to be really funny to me. So that's kind of like why I don't really care. Where's this going? Okay, second car is going to that dealership. Okay, so this we're gonna load that guy last. Where are you going? You're going up to Jeju. We're not taking you. What about you? Where are you going? You're also going up to Jeju. What about you, this little guy? Where are you going? You're going where we want to go. Okay, cool. You're coming with us. Mr. Infant, what are you doing, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. We are on, like Coco just said, we're on the Motor Maven server. And we're having a good old time over here. I'm also going to be starting an F1 style racing league on this server. Not this weekend, but I plan and I hope to be able to have it by next weekend. I've lost my voice, as you can undoubtedly hear. And as a result of that, I wouldn't be able to do the race announcements. You know, like I wouldn't be able to be a good race announcer right now with my voice being broken like it is right now. So unfortunately, we're just gonna be stuck with having to do it next weekend instead. I think we can probably get a little bit closer. That might be too close, but we're gonna find out together. Because we're doing things together, aren't we, Jedda's living room? Let's get 3 cheers for doing it together. All right, let's go. And can I fold this without killing everything? I know that I won't be able to fold it all the way up, but can we reduce the footprint a little bit? Yeah, that's about as high as I'm willing to go with it. Okay. All right, so let's head to this gas station up here. The other thing, as we start going, what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw on autopilot here. Well, full food mouse, you heard, yeah, from the bad idea fairies. Oh no. Okay, so 2% damage. That could have been when I ran into the ramp without the ramp being fully down. But we'll see if it goes any higher as we start going. Reeve, what are you doing, man? So with that voice, I think we need to hear your best rendition of Tom Walt's song. You know, I don't want to grow up. Oh, I don't know that song. Reeve, I don't know that song, bud. But I could do something like, in a world. Oh, no underscore, Mr. Infant. It's just Mortar Maven. Like, look in the title of the stream. That's where you'll see it. It's in the title of the stream. Also, guys, if you're new here to the Drakish 2000 channel, feel free to hit that follow button. If you're over on YouTube, welcome. Hit that subscribe button over on YouTube. And yeah, join up on the Discord. There is a link in the description down below on YouTube, and there is, and if there's not, let me know because I'll fix that real quick. And then let's see here. The other thing is yeah, we're playing over here on Motor Maven. It is a good server. It should be in the title of the stream. It is 2 words, Motor Maven. And as of right now, there's 33 players online, so you could probably filter by players. But okay, so let me do some maintenance on these guys here real quick. Get them all situated. We don't have much in the way of AI out there, but what we do have is we need to check on our contracts here. So I know I refreshed that one recently, but fast travel is about to expire, so we need to go grab another fast travel for that one. So that's 72 grand for that. And I don't know, we often run a lot of oil in this company, but I still have a day to refresh that, so I'll hold off on that. We got fast travel over here for the next 3 days still. And then for the logs, let's check that contract. We still have like 2 days there. Diff says the front of the middle car can rub on the ramp. Yeah, it might. I think those front wheels are just barely above that though. But we're at 2% right now, and I think that's the yellow car when I accidentally bumped into the ramp during that. Okay, the cement factory. Let's take a look. It's not letting me click on the correct one there. Okay, 3 hours. Guys, should we refresh the cement factory? Is anybody using the cement factory? It might be a waste of coin right now. 2 days on that. We can leave that one alone. I think I heard something bump in the night there just a moment ago. We got 1 day on that contract. Online access contract. Fast travel at Daily Cheese. We only had 46 minutes left. So I'll go ahead and get that. And then online access. Ooh, we have a lumber thing over there. Okay, we'll check that out. We're still 2%. I think we're gonna be okay for a little bit. Online access. Oh, we only have online access. Okay, we'll grab the fast travel there as well. And then we got 2 days on the other one. What's our company funds looking like? We don't have company funds anymore. That's what it's looking like. So that right there, that is why I recommend that that is the reason why I recommend that you guys use the company vehicles as much as you possibly can, because all of those contracts, as you just saw, cost us a lot of money to pull all those contracts, right? So that right there is why I recommend using the company vehicles, so that we have enough coin in order to handle that. So those contracts are not cheap. I'm gonna go ahead and pass this guy real quick. Oh, beep beep. All right, make sure I'm well and truly clear before we move back over. All right, so you got in, Mr. Infant. That's awesome, man. If you want to join up on the thing, a rotator pulling a rotator. I know, right? Welcome back, Adonis. It was fun hanging out with you today while I was at work. Oh, let's see here. Let me clean. I'm cleaning this monitor over here real quick. There's a little speck on my face over here, and it was bothering me, so I need to clean this monitor just a little bit. I keep my electronics very, very, very clean, so even the smallest little speck just bothers me so bad. Because my whole philosophy is, if you take care of your electronics, they will take care of you. I sound sick. No, I just lost my voice, that's all. So give me 1 second. Could you join Discord? Help me solve that issue. Be playing on Saturday at noon CST. Okay. All right. Sorry, I had to respond to something over here on YouTube. Okay. So what's up, God Quirk? What up, man? Dude, you are always losing your voice. Nah, man, I just lost it for this for the whole event and stuff, man. Okay, let me catch up on everything here. So yeah, I'm just gonna have a scratchy voice for this weekend. It's gonna be interesting. Too much yelling at the captain on his towing boat. Yeah, it could be. It could be, man. I do have the levels and stuff to get a rotator. I have the 51 towing, and I've got the 209 here. So I can go purchase a rotator. The problem with the rotator, though, is that the winches are 300,000 a piece, and I think you need either 2 or 4 of them, something like that. You need a lot. So it's a very, very expensive vehicle. I forget the exact numbers, but I know you need at least 2 of them. Yeah, we're heading over to the gas station right now, Adonis. Death says you don't need to upgrade the winches. Gargling warm salt water could help. Yeah. Let me go back into Tampa, Florida, Godquark. Let me go get some salt water out of the bay. You know, instead of making my own at home like I very easily could. Yeah, see, I hate tea though. Tea is not a bad idea. Lemon tea with like honey or something. But I think, to me, drinking tea is kind of like drinking liquid dirt. It doesn't taste good to me at all. No, I'm not saying, I'm not arguing with you, man. Not at all. No, don't take it that way. I'm joking around mostly. You are being helpful and your suggestions are 100% accurate and I do appreciate them, but I'm joking around with you because it's you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, don't take what I'm saying seriously because I'm just joking around. You're gonna go cry? Oh no! By the way, could you tell the other, your other half that noon would work as well? Because it turns out that I'll be working from home tomorrow. If you told your other half that noon would be fine, that'd be cool. Oh, you're joking around too? Yeah, see, it's hard to read it in text though, right? Like, I kind of figured you were. But it can be hard to read that in text. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, so if you're just joining the Drakeage 2000 show, first of all, welcome. I'm very glad to have you here. This is a very chat-friendly stream, so feel free to hop into the chat. You know, like, you this is a very chill community, and I try to foster that as much as possible, right? So if you're watching over on Twitch, there is one downside to Twitch right now is the fact that I have to run one ad for every hour worth of entertainment. I'll try to warn you a little bit ahead of time before I have to run that ad. Yeah, Jetta, we are friendly, but I'll try to warn you guys just before I run the ad. I usually do, but sometimes I might forget to warn about it. But the ads are also like a great time for you and I to get up, stretch, and get a drink of water, use the restroom, something like that. But we don't have another ad until about a half an hour from now. So I provide you an hour's worth of free entertainment, and oh wow, it was a very rainbow colored dump truck. I provide you an hour's worth of free entertainment. All you got to do is sit through 3 minutes of ads. I think it's a pretty good deal. I wish I didn't have to run ads, but if I don't run ads on Twitch, essentially what happens is they turn on pre-roll ads. Pre-roll ads are the devil because I don't get full credit for those ads, and they cause a lot of people to bounce as soon as they get there. So if the contract is still up, I will grab some logs after this delivery. We could also pull some more too if y'all are feeling like lumber tonight. But yeah, so I try to, you know, foster like a friendly environment here. at the Drakeage 2000 show, because at the end of the day, I'm all about having fun with some good people. And you'll notice here in the whatchamacallit, you'll notice that when we come here, we happen to be running the largest corporation on the server. The second largest corporation is Motor Maven Trucking. They're a new corporation though. I think they started today. And then there's Poop Slinger Inc. with 7 players. But Poop Slinger Inc. is not a corporation, so I don't count them as a part of the corporation guys. You know what I mean? Like, since they're not a corporation, I don't count them. Alright. So, let's get some gas. 4,689 coin to refill. No, I think also having the largest corporation on the server is going to be really nice too, because when we decide that we want to fulfill an industry, we can just do it, you know, and that's beautiful. We can just be like, oh look, you know, nobody's running fuel, boom, we've fulfilled the entire server's need for fuel, just like that, you know, like, and I think that's awesome. I think that's really fun. Also, like, you know, when the racing league starts, essentially, which we're gonna start working on that next week, right? Also, like, I have Monday off due to a national holiday, so I'll be playing a lot on Monday, and so yeah, you know, like this whole weekend we can start getting those racers set up with their cars and stuff, which means we got a lot of stuff to haul this weekend, because we're gonna have to fulfill the steel needs down here, okay, in order to build the race cars for the racing league. And I know that some of you guys over on my Discord said no to the racing league because, you know, you guys don't want to be racers or whatever. That's fine. There's plenty of other jobs that we need to do in order to support the racing league that still does, like, your trucking jobs and your dump truck runs and stuff like that. So there's still plenty of options to support the racing league without being a racer in and of itself, right? So, but again, I want to reiterate the fact that if you join our corporation, you don't have to do everything that I say, right? Like, don't think of it like that. If you want to go, like right now I'm hauling trucks, I'm hauling cars, right? It's because I just logged in and that's the first activity that I wanted to do. I didn't realize that we had a contract to deliver logs up to the lumber mill. But if you don't want to participate in that particular content right then and there, don't worry about it. You don't have to. It's an option. That's why in the Discord under the Motor Town section, I said that we had rules and then we had suggestions, okay? And the only rule that we have is obey the server rules. I don't want us to be famous for like breaking the server rules all the time or whatever, because I have no control or ownership over this server. And I'm gonna keep my camera backwards as this guy is racing down this way, because either A, he's gonna eat shit here in just a moment, and I apologize for the swear, but he's either gonna eat it or he's gonna pass us up rather quickly. Okay, he did not eat it. He didn't eat it, but that car is going all over the place. Look at all the smoke coming off of his little tow truck right there, man. That's really funny. You are the king. We do as you say, my lord. That corner is tasty. Dude, I was expecting him to full on eat it, but he didn't. You know, he was going so fast. I was fully expecting Johnny to just straight up eat it. but he didn't. So kudos to Johnny. My hats are off to you, sir. But yeah, so basically what I'm saying is, and I'm sorry you got the boot, Misfortune. Welcome back though. What I'm saying is, the number, okay, time is very valuable, okay? Time is the only limited resource that you have in life, okay? So, like, that's why I always say your entertainment and your fun comes first over the corporation's goals, okay? So, yes, we do have corporation goals. We have objectives that we want to complete, yada, yada, so on and so forth, right? But at the end of the day, if you don't want to run logs, you don't have to run logs. Just because we have a company contract to run logs does not mean you need to do so. All right, I need to look at the bus coverage right now because our buses are not earning money yet. You know what? Let's do this. Let's send... What's the bus coverage in Jeju right now? 47%, and Ganjun is 53. But okay, let's look at the bus routes, and let's look at Ara Local down here. Ara Local does not have many people down there, but there's nobody servicing Ara Local. Ara and Gain terminals. There's somebody that has that. Okay. Gappa. Yeah, the Gappa route. All right. What other routes do we have? Yeah. So there's 49 people right now. It says there's one bus. Does it only count my bus on that? It might only count my bus on that. We'll give them a minute longer to figure that out. Oh, look at that. We got a couple people going by. I didn't honk at them. I'm sorry. Your fun comes first. What is this? Some sort of game? Real companies would be doing layoffs for having fun. I know, right? But yeah, like I want... Okay, so I work a full-time job, right? And then I come home and I stream for entertainment value, and have fun with you guys. And as such, it becomes really important to me that everybody has fun with their gaming time, okay? Because gaming time is very limited for me. I only get like 4 hours of me time each evening. And so like that me time is very valuable to me and important. And I imagine that your alone time, your me time is very important to you too. So I don't want you doing a, you know, I don't want you doing something that doesn't entertain you, right? And as such, we try to work together as a corporation, right? Because if you use company vehicles, it fills the company coffers. Like, you know, Dith just got us 16 grand right now. Thank you, Dith. I appreciate that. Sir K just got us 2,625 for one bus stop. That's awesome. Yanto got us 4,554 for what he was doing. And then look, you see Sir K on here over and over. Here's some Wicked. Wicked looks like he got a 7,700 coin right there. So yeah, like, you know, you guys are awesome. Oh no, exactly, right? Like, to me, streaming and being a content creator over on YouTube and stuff, it's really fun to me. And I enjoy doing that. Ooh, Johnny. What's going on there, bud? I did not expect to be passing Johnny. Alright. Let's go back into that. I did not expect to pass him by. Face green, smiling, face green. Oh, maybe I don't. It doesn't translate that emoji into here. By the way, if you're just joining the Drakage 2000 show, either on Twitch or on YouTube, feel free to say hi. I would love to hear from you. We are playing Motortown over on the Motor Maven server. It's a fantastic server that I highly recommend you join. And we are also running our own F1 league here, starting not this weekend, but the following weekend will be the first race ever. I need my voice back, which, as you can clearly hear, has left me. But I need my voice back in order for me to be a proper announcer in that game, in that race. I'm also going to need a couple race officials to help me figure out who's in first place and so on and so forth, right? So, I'll need probably 2 race officials that can help me determine who's in first and who's second and stuff like that, especially as we start running like you know, pace cars and all that jazz. You know, like once we start doing like yellow flags and all that jazz, it's gonna be hard to figure out like who's in first, you know? There's first and then there's last. All right, Ricky Bobby, I got you. You'll be a race official if you're available. Oh, that would be really, really helpful. If you ain't first, you're last. Dis says, I'd like to participate, but I'm scared of causing crashes due to your peen. Well, maybe you could be a race official, Diff. Because I need people to help me keep track of who's in first, who's in second, and stuff like that. Because it's going to be hard to keep track of that once the race is going, you know? Because it's not like I could put a tracker on each car. Unless there's a way, maybe there's a way with the create event. Maybe that will tell us like that. And I could just create the event on the racetrack itself. You know, start the, like, here's the starting point and then just put the checkpoints around the racetrack. Maybe that's how we do it. What about a derby where you destroy your cars? Yeah, that's another thing that we're gonna have to do too. If you end up with any damage icons on your HUD, so like if you get a yellow radiator or a yellow piece of equipment anywhere on your car, you have to make a pit stop. If you use the event, you don't get the laps from the Steam achievement. Yeah, but if the point is to like, we won't do the event for the qualifying race, right? But we could do the event for the actual race, and then that way we'll know like who's in first and who's in second or whatever, because it would tell us, right? I think that's how that works. I don't know. We can let you know what, during this stream, let's experiment with it and let's see how that works. So we'll run an experiment after I deliver these cars. We'll run that experiment, but I also want to oh gosh. Hold on, I'm thinking. We'll run that. Oh, I wanted to check to make sure that our contract is getting complete, right? So it looks like we need 5 more logs over there. Which should be pretty easily doable. Oh, also, Fortune, it looks like you're over here in Guanjin right now. Are you running the trash? Yeah, you are. Okay, so my recommendation, Miss Fortune, is when you're done collecting the trash, head out the normal way. Then take your normal route to get out of here. Okay. You're gonna have a little bit of an issue right here. Okay, this section is gonna be a little bit difficult. All you gotta, yeah, the truck drives itself. Yeah, if I have it on autopilot, which it's on right now. But so when you cross this second wooden bridge, you're gonna need a lot of speed to do this. Okay, so pick up some speed as you come up this hill, and once you've cleared the muddy section, it's fairly easy. You're gonna want to switch between drift mode and comfort mode as you drive this road, depending on if you're going uphill or not. If you're going uphill, use drift mode, and if you're level, then use comfort mode. And then when you get over here to the muddy road, this is the route that you're gonna take. Okay, it's exactly like you said you did the off-road bus route. It's exactly the same. Take that same route. You won't be able to fill the compacti from Guanjin alone. Okay, so you're not going to be able to fill the compacti in Guanjin. So when you do this road, take the muddy road and the off-road sections that you need to get through here, and then follow the road up here into Gappa and finish collecting your garbage in Gappa, and then you'll be good. And then it will tell you to come over here to the landfill, which I didn't know the landfill existed until I did that route. Run planks to Jeju construction. No additional title. But yeah, that's my recommendation. That's how I did it yesterday, and it worked out pretty good. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new here to the Drakeish 2000 show, either on Twitch or on YouTube, I appreciate you being here tonight. You could be anywhere on your Thursday night, but I hope you toss me over onto your second monitor, throw me onto your living room television, or otherwise provide yourself with some funny entertainment, because I lost my voice and yet I'm streaming anyway. And we will get rocking and rolling here. I'm trying to get an F1 league started here in Watertown, where we use point systems. Dude, no, I've seen that. So some people watch the YouTube on their refrigerator. But yeah, we're trying to get an F1 league started with a point system for, positions 1 through 10, and all of that jazz. So if that's something that you're interested in, please come join us for that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. You got me off topic mid-sentence. Yeah, it happens. It's because I pay attention to chat, as you noticed, right? Like, I watch my chat, and you can tell when your message gets to me because it will appear right above my head. But yeah, I've got chat over here on the second monitor, so feel free to join in on the conversation. For those of you watching over on Twitch, we have about 9 minutes before the next ad break. And like I said before, I hate running ads, but Twitch forces me to do so. And so we'll just have to do that in a moment. But you only have 180 seconds worth of ads, so it's not that long. It doesn't take that long, and you're not really gonna miss a heck of a lot either during that. But yeah, and don't forget to hit that like button if you're watching over on YouTube. It does help the stream get a little bit more noticed if you do that. Don't think so, but check. for you deliver. But yeah, later in the stream, we're gonna do a little bit of a test with the event system, because I'm curious if, you know, I'm curious like what kind of settings we can do with that, and just how good that will translate into the ultimate goal, which is running that racing league. I think it would be really cool. So I'm gonna say good evening to everybody. Good evening, Motor Maven. Heads up, I have a poll out there on the server Discord in chit chat about the new F1 style racing league. Let me know if you're interested in joining up for that. Boom. All right, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. And by the way, guys, if you're over here watching and you're having a good time, let me know in the chat. Let me know by smashing that like button over there on YouTube. Let the YouTube algorithm know that this video is worth watching by hanging out with us here tonight. So but yeah, so that's exactly what we're gonna be doing here. Let's get Tronco a little bit of coins, get him repaired. Apparently I need to find a different bus route, because there's nobody on that bus route. Okay, so I'm gonna send this guy to my my Gappa route. I'm gonna send him down to Gappa, and then this Air City 2, I'm gonna assign him down to Ara local. Yeah, let's do that. Boom. You're stuck. You may not be as good as you thought. Yeah, sometimes you gotta play with it a little bit. Hold on. Oh, dang. All right, hold on. All right, we're back into manual drive for this as we go to complete our deliveries here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to check on the rest of our contracts and see if I can't fulfill those with our company here. So we'll take a look at that here in just a little bit. But we need to make some deliveries first. Thankfully, the two small cars on the front here, they both go to the same location. And this SUV, the fancy SUV, does go to the fancy car spot. So should be relatively easy to handle all of that jazz. Yeah, Misfortune. The difference between Compacti and the Lilliput is Compacti's actually a little bit longer than Lilliput, right? You got it? Oh, where are you? Hold on, let's look. All right, you're all the, oh, no, you're somewhere else. Where are you? I mean, your search. Oh, Misfortune, you're still in there. Okay, cool. Yeah. Oh, it's not easy, but it's fun. I found it incredible that it was even able to do it, you know? Crash respawned. Godquirk says, you jumped to Twitch to see what's up over here. Welcome back. Oh, and there's my bus. It looks like Sir K is done with the bus today. No, the bus can earn a lot of money. That roadmaster that we just passed up, if you do the ollie ring with the roadmaster while the server's popping and jumping, you can earn 93,000 coin for a full circuit. It's just wild. You hit the caps button all the time while gaming. Oh, you don't need to worry about. Yeah, no, I see what you're saying there, Misfortune. You don't need to worry about that. Don't worry about that. If you do get timed out by the bot, don't worry about it. It's nothing to be upset about or anything, really. Because actually Godquirk, with his newfound powers of the sword, can actually fix that. So don't worry about it. Enjoying Thursday night TV? Heck yeah, man. I've been trying to convince Godquirk to come join us in this game. But okay. Damn, man, we just got a contract complete. 36 grand to all online players. That's awesome. You need to get more money for gaming. You're super frugal. That's a lot better than I am. I kind of spend my money as I get it. I do save, and I do, you know, I do have like a retirement plan and stuff like that. But the other money that I have, that's all about. That is all about. Oh god! Goodness. Hold on. The other money I have is all for fun. So, but I'm low on my fun money funds right now because I spent a fortune on a home improvement project recently. So, yeah. Press O as in Oscar, and it's under contract. You can also see them on the map. Okay. So, engine is off. We're good there. Let's go ahead and D to unfold. Okay. And get that down. Okay. I want to make sure it's on the ground by lifting the tires just slightly. And we'll undo the straps on this. And then we'll come over here. And boom. And easy does it, right? We don't want to damage the merchandise. Boom, look at that. 23,500 23,000 something. 23,533 coin for that. You gotta love it. Could another player drive off with your truck? Yes and no. Yes, if I have it set to everybody. No, if I have it set to like party only or something like that. So, yeah, that'd be wild if somebody tried to steal my truck. By the way, don't do that. Don't stream snipe me and try to steal my truck. Don't listen to Godquirk. Home improvements. They suck up any money. They always take more than you planned on. Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. That dude. That was way more expensive than I was originally quoted on, or like, okay, granted, they gave me the quote of the accurate price when it was time to do it. They gave me a verbal estimate before we started doing it, and so the verbal estimate was a heck of a lot less than the actual quote that I ended up getting. But by that point, I was already pretty much committed to doing the project, and the project turned out amazing. You can see some of those pictures and stuff over on the YouTube channel. I posted them over there, and it is absolutely beautiful. I love it. I don't regret it at all. I don't regret doing the home improvement project at all. I think it turned out wonderful. And I've been loving it ever since. It's actually the first time that I've ever owned a house and where I've actually been able to do stuff to my house like that. So I'm really excited for that. I think it's just a beautiful thing. Also, there's Wicked. I'm kind of stuck behind this bus right now. So I'll give Wicked 2 honks here. He might be slightly AFK. Alright. Paul's quick bus is not very quick, is it? God Quirk says home ownership is awesome, but also adds anxiety to your life. Ain't that the truth, man? Especially after they raised the insurance on my house, which doesn't make any gosh darn sense to me. Everything's the same. I never did a claim. There's no reason that my insurance should have went up. So I was not happy about that. Next year I am 100% next year I am 100% shopping for new insurance though, because yeah, I'm not paying you more year over year, and this is the 3rd year that they've increased my insurance. So no, it's time to bounce. Yours went up by 200 this year. Yeah, no, mine went. USAA is good, but they're not cheap. Yeah, mine went up by $100 a month, which I didn't get $100 a month raise, so it's not like, it's not like I'm earning more money to be able to cover that difference, So that would be okay. So the other thing to me too, like, to me, it doesn't matter how much money I earn a year. Okay, that is such a bullcrap number. It doesn't mean jack diddly squat. The only number that matters to me, aside from retirement, is how much money actually goes into my bank account each month. That's the only number that matters to me. I don't care if I'm earning $110,000 a year. That doesn't matter if I'm not earning $110,000 in my account a year. You know what I mean? That is literally the only number that matters. What is hitting my checking account every month? That's the only number that matters. That and the retirement money, but that's it. That's all that matters. Right. So we got one last car to deliver right now, because like after taxes and stuff, man, like it doesn't matter what you're actually earning. Like, it doesn't matter your thing. You gotta go. You talk to you about finances more in the future. Yeah, man, no worries. I might have to do like a full-on analysis. Oh gosh, I scraped that a little bit more. Oh. All right, 19,990 19,952 coin. Pretty good. Okay. So I know that the company is working on some stuff, right? So we're gonna go see if we can help out with that real quick, and then I want to check out the like the event, right? I want to see if it's gonna give us first, second, and third on the event. So let's see, what is the company doing right now? Do we have contracts for deliveries and supplies? Does not look like it on first glance. Supply. I don't see anybody having pulled a supply contract. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go despawn this. Like 50,000. What do you mean by 50,000? Jetta. Okay, hold on. I accidentally went off road there and lost a little bit of power. Dang, Misfortune, you're getting disconnected a lot tonight, huh? You made like 50 grand. What, since the start of the stream, or? Oh, because of the cut. Yeah, oh, I got, oh no, all the total cars that we delivered. Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention to that. I think we made 50k on that last delivery, but you know, the Golema, since this is a company truck, is taking a percentage off of that too and putting it in the company, which is a good thing, because then I can buy more contracts for us. Yeah, so no, you're right. I think for those two cars we got about 50k. Is there something wrong with your internet right now, Misfortune? Maybe is somebody downloading something or something like that? All right. Is it just me online right now? What happened to the whole company? Hold on. Let's take a look. Summon vehicle, Lomax, despawn. Yes, please. Summon vehicle, Golema semis. Boom. Yes, please. Okay. Oh, is what I wanted. Okay. Dakota, Death, Serkei, and Wicked. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna hop down here. Fast travel to the racetrack. Okay. And then I want to experiment, right? Okay. So create event. Can I change the thing? Test race for F1. Yeah, okay. One. Ooh. Just draws a straight line, huh? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, right? Okay. Number of laps. We want 2 laps. And then the vehicle, I want... People are jumping off over here. Well, if you keep dropping, if you have access to a modem, see if there's a problem there. Yeah, you hate that you have to do everything wireless. Oh, you're on Wi-Fi? Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. What is the default vehicle engine? Is it this one, the 90 horsepower? What's the default engine on the Tucson, guys? What's up, Magnetic Sheep? How you doing, bud? You guys know what the default engine is on the Tucson? I guess I can look it up. Hold on. Tucson Motor Town. Default engine is the V8 140. Okay. Boom. Start. Some players are not ready. Do you want to start? No. Can I just close this? Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Wrong vehicle, wrong engine. Okay, Tucson. Boom. Alright, sweet. So then press I again, and we want to do 2 laps. And start. Oh, okay. It prevents you from actually going. Hold on. It prevents you from actually going until the event actually starts. That's cool. That's actually pretty cool. Give me a second. Hold on. I need to fix the web page so I can see this. And let's go over here. All right, hold on. Let's do, let's go to ready. And we'll do 2 laps. Okay, because I'm curious, if anybody is available, if anybody's available to come help me test this, come help me test it. I know I'm going the wrong way. Don't worry, I know. But if anybody's available to help me test this real quick, I'm curious what's going on here. Right, and then we'll use obviously these starter positions when we start the race and such, right? So we'll use these positions to do it. So let me refresh these guys here real quick. Just to make sure that they're all topped off as they start doing their routes. Okay. So let's see here. 2 laps. Okay. But yeah, hey, if anybody's available to help me test this, I'm kind of curious if it's gonna give us position 1, position 2. Because right now it's saying position 0. I know that our guys are delivering stuff right now. Some of these guys are. So hold on, let me. Ooh, event. Get ready. Okay, interesting. Okay, cool. Anyone able to help me test this event real quick? Tucson default engine. Okay, so let's see here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Drakeage 2000 show. I'm your host, Drakeage 2000. I hope you're having a wonderful evening tonight. We are testing out the event section here on the Motor Maven server. I need a couple volunteer racers to come help me test this out real quick. because we need to figure out how the system exactly works in order to run the racing league. Not this weekend, but we're going to start a whole F1 racing league starting tomorrow. Not tomorrow, excuse me. We're going to start a whole new F1 racing league starting in whatchamacallit next weekend, not this weekend, but the following weekend, because I need to get my voice back in order for me to be able to announce the race and stuff like that, right? June 1st, yeah, that's probably gonna be accurate. I'll have to double check the date, but that kind of feels right to me just off the top of my head. So certainly something to come join and have some fun with. But yeah, so if you're available right now to come help me test this, please let me know. I would like to try to get this rocking and rolling here shortly. Reeves gotta run. He's gotta have some dinner. I hope you have a lovely dinner, good sir. And let's give this a test here in just a moment. So we're gonna go up to 2 laps. I don't think anybody's coming. There's a couple people over here on the bridge, but I don't think they're coming because it's a Brutus Wrecker, Akira Rollback Tow, a Cheetah One, which is a bus, an Atlas Dry Van, Jamusi Semi, Atlas Dump, and a Titan. So yeah, I don't think these guys are coming to help out. Oh, you sold your Tucson Magnetic? All right, cool. I'll wait for you then. Like, I don't plan on us like actually racing. What I'm curious about is it going to give us position 1 and position 2? If it does, that's going to make keeping track of who's in the lead a lot better and a lot easier. A heck of a lot easier. But yeah, you should be able to push I, and then there should be an event there. So should be like Dakota's event or something like that. Oh, that would have been the smart route to go. I should have went that route. I should have gone that route. So you should be able to join the event though, because it's not going to count you as in the event until you do. Because then it should say like players. Yeah, join. You would have to join. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. All right, let's do 2 laps and we'll do start race. It does give us position 1 and 2. Oh, there we go. Nice. All right. Now, let's see. Like, I'm not concerned with like who comes in first. We're not actually racing. We're just experimenting to see if this works. And it kind of looks like it's going to work a lot better than originally anticipated. This might be really easy for us to do the racing league with. That would be really cool. I thought I put it on 2 laps. I'm a little bit concerned with the percentage going up. We'll give it a second shot here in just a minute. But yeah, I was a little bit concerned with how the percentages are going up kind of quickly right now. I don't know if that's like, hey, this is your in progress speed for the like, you know, is this your in progress situation for the who's he wants it, the first lap, or is this trying to say that this is the completion route for the whole race. You know what I mean? Oh, goodness. Oh, no. Oh. Let's go. Let's go, Magnetic. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So that's 50% complete. Nice. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Look at that, dude. We were off by 0.07 on that lap. Ugh. Let's go, buddy. Let's go, Magnetic. Well, yeah, I think like as we do the racing league, right? One of the things we can do is if your car receives any damage, you have to go pit. Oh, you're redlining, are you? All right, fair enough. Oh, gosh. Ooh. All right. Woo. The other test that we're actually doing is the server's pretty populated right now. So we're kind of testing the latency of the race as well. The other thing that I'm thinking is we can assign like penalties as well for like, you know, if somebody crashes into somebody or something like that. The server FPS is bad. Yeah, and I think that's a fantastic thing to test as well as the server. Oh, we actually earned money. Dude, we actually earned money. Not much, but we earned money. That's freaking cool. Woo! Woo! Thanks for helping me test. I think that's gonna work out really nicely. What do you guys think in chat? Also, what happened to the music? Is the music not playing, or is it that one song that's really low volume? It's that one song that's really low volume. Okay. We'll skip that. No, I think that worked out beautifully. That's gonna be really fun. The other thing is it also gave us the it gave us, not only did it give us racing XP, but it also gave us the whatchamacallit. It gave us coin, which was nice. The other question, I got 218 coin. How much coin did you get, Magnetic? Yeah, I think that's gonna make figuring out who's in first potentially a little bit easier, because I can join the race as a racer. You got 154? Oh, even better. So it does give different routes, but I can join the race as a racer and just not compete, right? Maybe I'll choose like this first garage and I'll just park my car in there, and then it will give me the event over here on the left. It will give me like who's in first, who's in second, and stuff like that. Okay, so the whole plan, right, is we'll do like a probably either a 10. All right, chat, you guys are my beta testers here, okay? So you tell me, what do you think would be better, a 10 lap race or a 20 lap race? I feel like a 20 lap race gives you a little bit more room for error and gives you a little bit more room for strategy. Whereas like a 10 lap race is kind of like quick and it's done, and like it would be a little bit more difficult for people to be able to make, you know, like if you made a mistake in a 10 lap race, you're done. You're out. You're not going to be able to recover from that, right? But if you made a mistake in a 20 lap race, you have a couple laps to fix that mistake, right? And the other thing is too, I want to do 2 pit stops mandatory. 2 mandatory pit stops, right? And then the rule would be, if your car is damaged, you have to come in and pit. How's the fuel econ on the formula car? That's a good question. Let me pull mine out. You think a 20 lap race allows people who mess up could recover? Yeah, I agree. We are not, we could do a 100 lap race, endurance race, like later, or whatever the maximum. What's the maximum laps in F1? Because I don't want to do more than F1 actually does, you know? I don't know why I'm pushing anything. Formula SC1. Alright, let's go get a full tank of gas here. Get a full tank. I need to hit that button right there. Boom. 78. 78 laps? Really? That's insane. If you want 2 pits, it should be scaled around that. I kind of agree, Chris. I'm thinking if we do 2 laps, right? If we do 2 pit stops, then I think 20 laps would be good. You know what I mean? Because here's the other thing about 20 laps, right? 20 laps means that it's not quite, it's long enough that you can recover if you make a mistake, and it's short enough to be entertaining for the whole time. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's like a good compromise. The average is 60 laps. I don't think I want to torture people and do 60 laps though. What contracts do we have? Right now we don't have one, but I can pull one. What do you guys want to run? What kind of cargo do you guys want to run? Can we grab a 5 plank contract down in OG drilling? I will see what's available. Give me a second, sir. Online contract. Yes. Boom. Select. Done. Okay. What other contracts do you guys want? Because I'll pull a couple others just before I start doing some more things. Coco, what are you hauling, bud? Chris says a rough guess, but I think the 20 laps would be about a 40-minute race. And I think that could work all right. That way people don't get worn down with a super long race. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too, because it's not exactly like we're playing with iRacing individuals, right? Whatever pays the company the best, that's going to be the logging. That's going to be up here, the Sando logging mill. So let's do online access. You're going to have to move some planks out of here. But give me a moment. Let's do a supply log 50 contract. Let's get 50 up here. And so take planks from Songdo lumber mill over here to Jeju construction site. Okay? Because these planks are really quick and easy to drop off. Also, Chris, how you doing, man? Good to have you back on stream. But I think that's what we'll do, right? The beautiful thing is the event, the actual event, does show us who's in first and who's in second. And then the other thing that I was thinking is we could put a field truck like right here at the end of pit lane. And the other thing that we're gonna need to do, oh, Oh, Chris, you use the police cars, right? Do the police cars, here, I got a question for you. Do the police cars tell you how fast cars are going? I don't think they do. But if they did, or if you have a way of knowing as an admin, I want to try to limit pit lane to 50 miles an hour. You know, like I want this to be realistic, but still fun for everybody, you know? Sadly, they don't. Okay. But one thing we did find out by running the little test event right here, the one thing we did find out is you do get paid coin and you do get XP for completing the event. And that the coin gets handed out based on the position that you're in. As far as you're aware, there is not a way to tell what speed people are going. Okay, but you know what we can do to determine if it's 50 miles an hour? If somebody's going 50, we can test that and see what it looks like, and then judge based on how fast they're going on whether or not we need to serve them with a penalty or not. You know, because maybe if they're going over the speed limit in pit lane, then we serve them with like a 5-second penalty where they have to chill out for that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm excited for this racing league. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think season 1 is going to be the Formula 1 cars, and then season 2 we'll do like a dirt rally setup instead. There goes Death. All right, now let's go test the fuel efficiency here. Let me turn my game volume down a little bit. Okay, 100% sounds like we're gonna need like 5-ish people running support staff for the events. I think so. I'm gonna need at least 2. Okay, I'm gonna need at least 2 race officials, one pace car, right? I'm gonna need 1 pace car, and like I don't think we necessarily need like somebody dedicated to being a fuel truck, but we do need like a fuel truck on site so that they can refuel in the pit lane instead of having to go to that gas station that's over there. But man, I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I really do. Also, Chris, I plan on running the first race not this weekend but the following weekend. We might do a test race this weekend to see kind of how it works, right? But I feel like next weekend is going to be the real race. And the reason for that is, as you can hear, I don't have a voice right now. And I want to be able to announce the race because I plan on joining the race so that I can see who's in first, second, third, etc. But I'm not actually going to compete in said race. Instead, I'm going to use the drone and get like some cool shots of the race and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to observe the race from above and kind of call it. You have 3 mobile fuel trucks. Fantastic. Yeah. All right. So let me concentrate on this lap here real quick. Let me get a real lap in. And then we'll kind of see where the fuel is. Right now we're at like 98% fuel. Somewhere in that neighborhood. Oh, I messed that up. Okay, what's your opinion? If somebody goes off-road like that, do we serve them a penalty in the pit lanes? Do they have to drive through pit lane? Chris, I feel like I feel like if somebody rolls, they're full on rolled over and they can't recover by themselves, then we should use wreckers. What do you think about that, Chris? What do you think? I think we should. We'll have the other guys continue the race under a pace car, and the pace car will be doing like, I don't know, 30, 40 miles an hour or something like that. One of the things that I do want is, like, if you end up getting damaged and you have any damage icons, if you have any damage icons on your car at all, you have to pit. You absolutely have to pit if you have any damage icons. All right, so that really was not that bad on fuel. I think we can do quite a few. I think we can do quite a few laps before that thing even ends up like partially hurting. Also, let me try to get rid of this animation. There we go. Yeah, I feel confident about this. I think this is going to be really good. Yeah, we'll end that event. I think this is going to turn out great. Throw out a caution and get it cleared. So here's the other thing, right? We are going to do caution flags and yellow flags and stuff like that, right? We'll do the flags and things of that nature. I don't think we'll do blue flags because that will be a lot more difficult to do. But one of the things that is going to be mandatory is I want every racer on voice chat, right? So we'll use the Motor Maven official Discord for this, and we'll get everybody in on voice, but everybody will be muted except for, like, you know, me, the announcer or whatever. And basically what I'll do is I will announce like yellow flag or something like that, and you used 4 liters on 1 lap. Okay, thanks, Dith. We'd love to help run support stuff. Yeah, man. Dude, no, so like I've said it 1.5 million times, I love the Motor Maven server, and I love that there's actual interest in this racing league. So maybe you guys over on the admin team can put out an announcement. But yeah, we're gonna do full send. I think the season will be 5 races because that translates into 5 weekends, and I think that will be a little bit difficult for people to make reliably. And so my plan would be to do like a race weekend every other weekend instead of every weekend. That way we kind of a little bit more guarantee that we get people showing up for it, right? And then the other thing that I was thinking about this race setup is that you know, originally in the original post I talked about, you know, if we have 25 people interested in the race, which we don't yet, at least not according to the polls, but if we did have that pit stop. Oh, Dith, I love it, man. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Dude, Dith, that's awesome, man. Yeah, oh, I love it. You can 100% set up an actual event on the Discord with all the details. Okay. But that's part of what this stream is all about, right? It's figuring out what those details are. And so the other thing is the D2K LLC. We are going to be working hard on making sure everybody can get their Formula 1 cars, right? So we're going to start running all of the materials over here to get us ready for this, right? Now, my question is, where do we get these 10 small boxes and the 20 and the 6 pallet A's? Because we're gonna have to start delivering those. That one's 6,000 liters. Yeah, maybe like one fuel truck should be able to handle it. Let me despawn my race car here. Oh, Magnetic, before you leave, do you have a formula car yet? Not yet. Okay. Let me, what's the specs on this guy real quick, because I want to put the right engine. I think it's 140 or something like that. It's not a very big engine, which is kind of surprising. And I hope they bring in like actual F1 cars later, like with the wings and stuff. That would be really cool. Parts. Oh, I can do that here. Hold on. Info. Okay. I4 150 is what it is. Okay. Depends on how many racers. Plus, if multiple people are pitting at the same time, it'd be convenient to have multiple fuel trucks. That is, yeah, I forgot about that. Okay. So, here's what we do about the fuel trucks, right? Maybe we put one here at the end in bay number 2, okay? So we put one here, and basically you park the fuel truck so that it's inside, but then the gray box is here inside the line, right? So then the box would be in this line right here, and we'll assign each racer one of these boxes, and we'll try to keep them all within like a short period of time or whatever. Yeah, so let's take a look. Let's see if this is gonna work, because Dith is setting this up right now. Dith, back up a little bit, because we want, yeah. Perfect. So let's see, because the gray box should spawn like right here. Also, oh my gosh, we just got a new subscriber, Wolf Drago, over on YouTube. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having fun over there on YouTube. Thanks for the subscribe, man. I appreciate it. So, let's see here. Toggle the doors. And then fuel pump. Oh, okay. I can't do it because it's his. Pit stop. Dude, I love the fact that you got pit stop on these. That's beautiful. The only thing you need to do is, Dith, is throw our company logo on them. I know they're yours, but... let me get out of the way here. Oh, dude, that's a good idea. Yeah, maybe. Oh, hold on. I want to spread them out a little bit, right? I want to spread them out a little bit. Maybe we put one every 2 garages. So we leave 2 blanks so that we have like 2 racers. Like this could be pole position. This could be second. And then we got another fuel truck. And then this is 3rd. This is 4th, and then we got another fuel truck, right? And then the rest of the racers. And then that way you're kind of rewarded for your qualifying round. Hold on, Magnetic, wait, let me get on board. Okay, as I talk about this. All right, let's go. Make it. Let's go. Okay, so the other thing that, dude, go as hard as you can, Magnetic. Try to get the best lap you can. Oh, I'm in the back. All right, hold on, next seat. There we go. All right, so that's what we're gonna do, right? We set it up so, okay, so first place is gonna be 10 points. Second place will be 8 points. Third place will be 6 points. And then it's gonna go down by 2 points the further down the thing you go. We'll have a 5 race season. And when the season is complete, then what we'll do is when the season is complete, we'll switch and we'll do like off-road racing or something like that, and we'll set up a rally race, and then we'll do 5 more races, and then we'll switch to the next season and we'll do a different kind of car or something. So that's kind of what I'm planning, right? And I think it'll be a lot of fun. And the thing that we found out during this short little test is that people do earn racing XP and they do earn coin for the race. We only did a 2-lap little race, but it was a proof of concept, and it did show exactly what we can expect here. And I think this is just going to be really, really cool. So Chris, do you think I should open a ticket once I've got all the details ironed out? And then that way you guys can put together the event on Discord? We're pretty close to having all these details ironed out. Like, we're almost there for this race. And I think for the qualifier race, what we do is we just have people run the regular time trial without a race active. We just have them run the regular time trial, and then what it's gonna be, the way that qualifying is gonna work is we're gonna have all of the racers together at the same time, just like real F1 qualifying is done, right? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna host the event. We're gonna say, okay, you have X amount of time to get your qualifying lap out. Maybe we do something like 40 minutes. You have 40 minutes to get your qualifying laps out. And then that way we'll have all the cars in the garages. All of the cars will be in the garages, and then we'll say, okay, 40 minutes begins now, and then people can start trickling out onto the raceway. And if you enter the raceway from the pit, it doesn't count until you cross this start line. It doesn't count until you cross this start line. And then that way you get your flying lap in. I think you should have 3 different people each have a fuel truck. If I disconnect, all 3 trucks will despawn. Oh, that's true. Yeah, we should have at least 2 people, 2 race officials that are running those things, or have them in my company. Ooh, that means I need to go buy some of these, huh? What are these? These are the Jamusis. Okay, I can go buy them and put them in the company. That's a good idea, because my corporation would keep them spawned regardless of my online activity. That's a good idea. Okay, we're working all these details out. You can add them to your corporation as well. Oh yeah, Chris, you have fuel trucks, right? You got like 3 of them. If they deactivate like that. Ooh, that would be a good question. Chris, are you able to test that out? Like, can you come over here and put one of your company fuel trucks in one of the bays, and then disconnect from the server, come back online, and we'll see if it stays behind and is able to give fuel? Because these right now, these don't have the fuel enabled on them. I don't know if you forgot to activate that or you just left it that way. Tucson drives weird. Whenever you press the clutch, it jerks. Push it. All right, hold on. Let's do repair all, and change vehicle, despawn vehicle, so that this is not causing server lag. Right, meow. Okay. Oh, okay, perfect. All right, so if that door is open, okay, sweet. Yeah, I'm excited for this race, dude. But there are privacy settings, so as long as it set to everyone having access and there's fuel in it, it should be fine. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining the stream and you're wondering why the heck is Drake running around in circles talking about a bunch of random stuff, what we're doing is we're setting up the first Motor Maven F1 League. We're going to be doing a 5-race season with the formula cars, and we're testing out everything right now in order to figure out exactly you know, how we need to set this up. We're testing out how all of the different systems work. And if you're also a first time joiner on the Drakish 2000 show and you're going like, what the hell's wrong with Drake's voice? Well, I lost it at work recently as I was working an event. So that's why my voice is all messed up right now. But I think we've got this figured out, right? So bay number 1, we're gonna leave that blank. Bay number 2 will be a fuel truck. Bay number 3 will be pole position. Bay number 4 is second place. And then we'll have, actually, you know what? I think we'll do pole position, second place, third place, fuel truck, fourth place, fifth place, sixth place, fuel truck, and so on and so forth, depending on how many that we get. How many votes have you gotten on the poll that you posted? Not many. Let me jump up there. I think it was 4 the last time I looked. Yeah, there's still 4 votes right now. But 4 people said that they would join on your guys' Discord, and then on my Discord, let me look on my Discord. On my Discord, we have 2 people, so we have 6 total racers so far. I would love to have 10 racers, but if we get 6, that would be a pretty decent start. At least. I think people will become more and more interested in it the more races that we actually do. But we'll have to see. But yeah, I feel like we learned a lot in this little experiment, and we've got a lot of ideas going here. So I feel confident in that. I'm gonna join my corporation here real quick and haul in some logs. I think that's awesome. I'm really excited for this. Oh, there's not a log trailer. All right, hold on. Company Galima. All right, let me get set up here on a route to there. I think. Okay. Eastwood. Yes, please. Oops. Was not quite in the right spot, apparently. All right. What date and time are the races going to be? So, qualifying is going to be on, what is that, June 1st? Hold on, let me look on the calendar real quick. So let me get the calendar out. No, qualifying is going to be May 31st. So qualifying will be May 31st. And no, there's no contracts, unfortunately, for the construction sites. You linked it in the event tab, so hopefully more people will check out the poll. Yeah, that'd be good. Okay. Oh, hold on, I forgot to raise my things because I'm talking about the racing league right now. But yeah, okay, so qualifying will be on May 31st, and the race proper will be on the race proper will be on June 1st. And I think that's honestly a really good time to start the first race on June 1st. That'd be good. I think that will be really exciting. By the way, if you're watching over here on D2K Simulators, or you're watching over on twitch.tv/Drakish2000, first of all, welcome to one and all to the Drakish 2000 show. We are discussing the strategies and things of that nature for our brand new F1 league that we're going to be starting over here on the Motor Maven server. If you want to get in on that, come join the Discord right here. Also join Motor Maven's Discord, because we are going to be rocking and rolling with that. And give me a second, because I'm gonna give Chris permission to post that. So Chris Bauer, I don't know if it's gonna work on here. I might have to do it somewhere else. There you go. All right, so Chris, go ahead and post a link to the Motor Maven Discord, and then that way people can join up on that. But if you join the server, you can find it by pressing escape, and you can come over here to admin, and their server is right here. So you'll be able to find that right over there. But yeah, okay, so that's what we're doing. We're gonna start that F1 league. The first race is gonna be on June 1st, and the first qualifying race is going to be on May 31st. I will open a ticket here on after the stream to put out all the details. So Chris in chat over on Twitch, just put in the link for the Motor Maven server, Discord server. So join up on that, because we're going to be using that primarily to organize the race. So like that's where we're going to be for the voice chat. That's where we're going to be announcing like yellow flag and the race start and all that jazz. And we're going to go from there. This is going to be so much fun that I am really, really, really stoked for it. I think this is going to be awesome. And hopefully we can drum up quite a bit of activity for it. Okay, so the plan is, if we do end up with a situation where, like, let's say we have 25 racers interested. Well, guess what? We're now going to introduce, you have to fully qualify for the actual race, right? Because F1 is only 20 racers, right? So in other words, we are only going to take the top 20 racers into the race. So if you don't qualify, you don't qualify. Right now we only have 6 racers interested. According to the polls, we only have about 6 racers interested. So I don't think we're quite to that point yet. But we'll figure that out, right? The other thing is too, if you don't make it to the qualifying race, I need to figure out a way to separate the racers properly for that, right? Need qualifiers anyway for the starting positions, exactly. But if there's 2 racers that didn't show up to the qualifying race, you know, like maybe they were busy that Saturday, or they just can't make it or whatever, what do I do? Separate them by alphabetical order? You know what I'll do? I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll throw their names into a randomizer. Let's say there's 3 guys. I'll throw the 3 names into a randomizer, and I'll just let the you know, RNGesus decide on who's in front of who, you know? I think that would work. I think that would be a good idea. If there's multiple people that don't show up. By the way, between Twitch and YouTube, we now have 19 viewers. And I want to thank each and every one of you for showing up tonight as we discuss the new F1 League together tonight. If you have any ideas behind that, let us know in the chat, because or if you want to participate, come join up over on the Motor Maven Discord, and on my personal Discord as well. There should be links down below, but here is the Motor Maven Discord right here for you guys. That should pop up on both Twitch and YouTube, so feel free to join up here. And that's also where we're playing the game tonight. It's a wonderful server with some cool admins, and the performance on the server has been pretty decent. So I would highly recommend you guys join that. If racing's not your thing and you're looking for just like a chill company to come join the Drakeage 2000 TTV LLC. We currently have 31 guys in our guys and gals rather. We currently have 31 people in our company, so we are the largest company on the server. But we often do whatchamacallit, we often do convoys to fulfill the needs, and we're gonna have to be running a lot of convoys to build out the Formula 1 cars for all the racers this week. Okay, so that's something that we're gonna work on this weekend as a corporation. And there's Coco. Hey Coco, bye Coco. So as you see, these blue names here, right? Misfortune, Magnetic, Wicked, Dith over there, Dithrawraith, I think that's your name, Dithrawraith. Those are all of our corporation members, and you guys are all awesome for joining me tonight. I hope that I'm providing you some solid secondary monitor content, as I do not have a voice, as you can clearly hear, and that's also why we're not running the race this weekend, and instead we're gonna do it next weekend, and hopefully I have my voice back by then. We'll find out together. On the next ad break though, I'm going to be taking a little break and refreshing my drink here, and I encourage you to do the same at the next ad break. So, but if you are interested in joining that F1 league, please let us know, because I'm trying to get at least 10 racers. That's the goal that I have. I want at least 10, and right now we have 6 people that have signed up for it. So if that is of interest to you, please join up, and that way we have enough racers to handle that. If we end up with over 20, then we are going to be cutting the race down to 20 people, and how we're going to be doing that is through the qualifying race. So the qualifiers will be held on Saturdays, and the race proper will be held on Sundays. So be sure to join up for that. I think it's going to be a really good time. And like I said, we'll do 5 race season, and we'll be changing up the racetracks. And in fact, I plan on creating some racetracks around town. So maybe Chris, maybe we can get some help from the police in shutting those areas down. I plan on doing like Ara, and maybe like doing a race in Jeju at one point, and I'll try to avoid like the major thoroughways, such as like, you know, people running up to Jeju Harbor or something like that. I'll try to avoid that way, you know, people can still run their cargo while we're running the race. How would you feel about letting people that can't make official qualifiers doing it on their own? I'm pretty sure that if they make an event and run it, they can send the screenshot of their times. So here's my argument against that, Chris. What I want to do with the qualifying race is I want people to take their screenshot of their fastest times for 3 laps with my character Dakota and one of my vehicles in the screenshot, right? Because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be rotating out the vehicle that I use as proof that you did the qualifier the Saturday that you were supposed to. You know what I mean? That way nobody cheats and everybody has a fair shake at the qualifying race. And that would be the only way that I have so far figured out, because I do want the screenshots, and people do need to post their screenshots of their top 3 laps And I think I'm only going to allow 3 laps. And you can take a break in between the laps because we have 40 minutes total. But I'm only going to allow 3 laps under your qualifier. Does that make sense? That way we prove that everybody that is doing the doing the qualifiers is doing them properly, you know? That's the only way I can figure out how to do it, unless you have a different suggestion on how we can do that. Oh, there's only 4. All right, so corporation. Hold on, let me get everybody. Hey guys and gals, can you finish what you're doing? Please help run logs to San Go lumber mill. Also, we will need to clear clear planks out of there. I suggest running them to Jeju construction site as it's nearby. Okay. So let me grab my truck back. Company Kadima. Yeah, you got it. Gonna have to find a way for people that can't make it, like Bovert, for example. Yeah, so Bovert said that he might even need the handicap of not being able to qualify. He has that much confidence in his racing ability, apparently. But so one of the things, like, for the people who can't qualify like that, like they absolutely cannot make a Saturday, maybe for those people I'll hold like a second qualifying race on like a Friday night or something like that. And then that way that would give them a chance to qualify or something like that. Because I know some people just can't make a Saturday, like Bovert, like you just said, right? Like he can't make those at all, no matter what. All right. Yeah, it's so kind of run like 2 nights of that. Oh, there's a Songdo lumber mill oak logs, 4 of them. 4. There's no more. Can we also load regular logs at the same time? Ooh, we can. Hold on. Let's unload 1, 2, and then I can load 2 there, and then we can load 2 there. Look at that. Heck yeah. Oh, but the oak logs aren't even worth that much. All right, never mind. It can be done, but they're not worth that much. 21 kilometers away from Sanho. Oh, man. You're gonna run profitable fuel runs? Okay, that's cool, Coco. Or find some trusted people as race officials to be there to qualify people. Okay, so Chris, maybe that's something that I get the help from admins with if you guys want to participate in that. But basically what I would need is, you know, the admins and I will agree with, okay, the admin needs to spawn this car and then the screenshot needs to include the admin in the name, you know, in the screenshot, and with the random car that is selected. Now, basically I want to be able to prove that the screenshot is for the proper race. I don't want somebody just going out and taking a random screenshot and claiming that as their best time, when, you know, in reality they spent the entire week doing that, and so it's not an actual qualifier, you know. Jetta says, I'm here, I was doing some adult chores, boo lol, kids just watching a stream and they are like, he was talking about how badly I will get beat in the race. Oh no, Jetta. Think we could arrange that, Chris? That'd be awesome, man. That would be awesome. I think this would be a lot of fun, and it's also going to draw a decent amount of attention to the Motor Maven server once we get this race league going, I feel like. Also, I'm also realizing that the oak logs were about half the price. Now that I'm thinking about it a little bit more, I think that the oak logs that we passed up on were about half the price, but we could fit 4 of them in the space that we could fit 2 of those. So in other words, I think the price is probably going to be about the same. The difference is going to be in the fact that we'll fill the log contract, and we needed to do logs anyway. So taking the oaks would have been a bad idea all around. Sanho fuel seems to be playing pretty good right now. Okay. Yeah. I think this is going to end up being really cool and a lot of fun. Plus, I don't know of any other server that happens to be running an actual F1 league with points and championships and, you know, like switching up the car that we use each season. And oak pays in planks better than the oak logs, it seems. So basically, what I'm doing... We also have, so Coco, we have a large contract right now to haul 50 regular logs up here to the Sangdo lumber mill. So that's what I'm doing right now. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we've got about 3 minutes before the next ad, but I'm gonna go ahead and run the latest ad early, and I'm gonna go ahead and go AFK for just a minute to go refresh a drink. So I encourage you to stand up, get a stretch in, be healthy, get a drink, get a snack, and we'll be right back as we continue to hash out all the details of the race that's coming up on June 1st is going to be the race. But if you want to see the qualifier, that's going to be May 31st, as well as May 30th. I will not be streaming the May 30th qualifier because we're going to be working on making sure that everybody has a formula car. We're going to be running the materials in order to make sure everybody can buy the car throughout this next week that wants the car. So it depends on how tired you are, or if Maven continues to run smoothly till then. Yeah, no worries. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going on a quick little break here. So like I said, get up, stretch, get a drink, get a snack, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, all the buttons, hit them, and we'll be right back. I'm just gonna go get a drink real quick. Let me hit that button, and then we'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, chill out for just a minute. It won't be long. Okay, I'm back, and I happened to try the gargling saltwater thing, and my goodness, I don't quite have my voice fully back, but my goodness, I did not expect it to work quite as well as it did. I definitely have more of a voice back now. That's incredible, the difference between just before the break and not. Oh goodness. But yeah, I hope you guys are all having an absolute wonderful Thursday evening, because you guys are all epic and awesome for joining me here on the Drakeage 2000 show. And I really hope that you're doing awesome. I really appreciate everybody joining me and having me over on your second monitor or your living room TV, as is the case. Root beer floats. Aw, man. Dude, I'm jealous. Where's mine? Okay. So, let's pull in here, and then we'll run the planks out of here in order to kind of clear out the inventory and increase the demand. So let's make that happen here. But yeah, okay. So gargling saltwater was gross as all hell, but it worked. I got a little bit more of my voice back, but I still have quite a bit of problem with my voice, as you undoubtedly hear in tonight's stream. And so I really appreciate you for putting up with the craziness that is in my voice right now. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome for hanging out with me and putting up with this horrible voice that I got going. No, I don't want to despawn my truck. I want my flatbed, which is the Flanker 3. And drive that. But if this is your first time here, please hop into chat. Mr. Infant, welcome back, dude. You could hear the difference in your voice. I know, isn't it wild? I only gargled the saltwater for a couple moments. Like, it made a huge difference. Like, I was shocked at how different it was. Excuse me, Jetta, but do I look like a cat to you? Am I jumping all nimbly bimbly like from tree to tree? Do I drink milk from a saucer, sir? Now, that's not so darn funny, is it? No, dude, I love Super Troopers. Super Troopers is one of my most awesome movies of all times. Thank you for the follow, Mr. Infant. You are awesome. You are awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for that follow. That really brings us a long way towards our goal of getting the magic number of 2,000 followers. Where the heck are you? Is there not? Oh, there might not be a Jeju. Dang it, there might not be a Jeju contract. Where's the closest one? And we're not doing that. We're not doing that because those are all blocked. The furniture factory. Okay, let's do that. Oh, there's only 4 of them going there. I guess we gotta go to OG Drill. All right, we're going to OG Drilling. I didn't want to go down that far, but that's where we're heading. Oh, the construction site's full. Okay, cool. Thanks, man. You're almost there. Dang, this was a bad idea. Oh, you're still doing the trash? Yeah, it's a challenge. I managed to do pretty well with it myself, but yeah, it's a bit of a challenge. Aw, Jetta, thanks, man. I know, like, I did, like, about 20 seconds. During the ad break, I did about 20 seconds of gargling salt water. I didn't think it was going to work quite as well as it did. But now that I know that that works that well, I'm going to do that again during the next ad break because that was incredible. It was gross. Oh, man, it was so gross. Hey, you made it, though, Miss Fortune. Look at that. You did make it. I see you right here on the map. You're heading over to the landfill right now. Congratulations. That's awesome. Yeah, okay. Yeah, look at that. The Roadmaster has earned 13,000 over there. That's so cool. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining the Drakeage 2000 show or over on D2K Simulators on YouTube, first of all, welcome. I think you're awesome for joining me. You could be anywhere tonight and you're hanging out with me, and I really appreciate that. I hope you're having just a fantastic night. And one of the things that we're trying to do is we're trying to get enough racers together in order to host an F1 league. This league is going to include a point system so that we can name a champion at the end of the season. And then each season we're going to feature a different style of racing and a different type of car. Right now we're going to be doing the Formula One car, or the Formula cars. They're the Formula SCM cars, which is going to be the first season, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun with that. It looks like Surge kind of had a little bit of an issue there. And we'll give them a little friendly honk there. And head on into autopilot again. Okay, so anyway, we're about to do an F1 racing league where there's points. We name a champion and we change the style of race that we do each season. I believe that the seasons will be about 5 races long. And the plan at the moment is to either do them every weekend or every other weekend. I'll take a vote to see like what people want to do. I know for a fact though that come July I may not be able to do the races on every weekend in July, mainly because there's holidays, and I'm also going on a business trip that will potentially prevent me from being able to officiate the race. You may not have the level to get the vehicle. You mean the SCM, the race car? So it's really easy to get. All you got to do, take your Tucson or any car whatsoever, take it down here to the Ansan Speedway, run laps around this racetrack multiple times. You'll have to probably do a few laps. I'm not sure the exact number, but it took me roughly about a half an hour to get to level 5 racer. So it's not that painful. The car itself is 100,000 coin. So the car itself is going to be an expense. You're going to need about 100,000 coin plus however much money you want to spend on your upgrades to said car. I think in season 1 we're not going to have a limit to what upgrades you could put on it, because there's only so many different upgrades that can be put on it. You're a level 6 racer, then you've already got the levels that you need. I don't think there's I don't remember what the driving level that you need for that car is. Let me look. Control race car. There we go. Formula SCM. So you need racer level 5 and driver level 50. for that car. So it's pretty easy to get. It doesn't take that much time to get that. But yeah, so that's what we're working on. Oh goodness, kind of skidded out there a little bit, huh? We're trying to complete our contract up here. We currently have a contract to deliver 50 logs up here to Sangdo lumber mill, but we have to move out planks in order to create room for us to be able to do that. So that's kind of the situation that we're in right now. Chris, are the upgrades locked behind racer level? I don't think so. At least I did not see any that were obvious. We can go look again here in just a minute, because on when I upgraded it, and I'm only racer level 5, and I was able to fully upgrade my car. So I think if anything is locked behind racer level, that then it doesn't really matter. You know, I don't think anybody will be at a disadvantage other than having coins. That's going to be the ultimate decider on how much money you're going to be able to spend. Now, the upgrades that I did to my car were pretty cheap. Like it didn't cost but like maybe 20 to, no, it probably cost like 50,000 coin. So really a fully kitted out formula car is probably going to cost about 150, maybe 170,000 coins, somewhere around that neighborhood. Dennis says, oh, to get the boxes, those come from warehouses. Okay. Okay. Maybe we do that after we complete this contract if we're still playing. But we do need to run these logs, guys. If you can help out with that, that'd be great. We got about 7 hours to complete this 50 contract. So we do need some logs running. And I'm trying to clear out some planks. I took 9 out of there myself just a moment ago. I wonder, do we need to move the sand out of the construction site in order to clear that out? Small boxes are super rare. How do we generate small boxes, Dith? How do we solve that problem? Because we need to be able to help all the racers out into making their car, right? So we need the 2 small boxes for that. And where do we get those from? How do we create the small boxes? You worked on it for a long time and you didn't figure that out? Okay. Well, the one that we do know how to do is the steel coils. We do know how to do that. And then we just get the boxes from the warehouses and deliver those. Containers are easy. We can do containers, no problem. I don't think that's going to be a challenge at all. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate each and every one of you for being here tonight. We are finalizing the details on the new Motor Maven F1 Formula D2K. We're calling it Formula D2K. And we are about to finalize all the details, and then I'll be sending that over to the admins for them to work it all out for the server. And we'll get an official race league started here with it, and it's gonna start next weekend. We'll have qualifiers on Friday and Saturday, and then that way the people that can't make Saturday will have to make the Friday night qualifier. And the people that can make Saturday, okay, so the disadvantage to that, so there is a disadvantage to that too though. So, and here's what the disadvantage to that is. If we're having everybody in the Saturday qualifier qualify in 40 minutes, they're gonna have to compete in traffic for their qualifier, right? So so people that do it on a Friday without everybody being there might have a slight advantage over those that have to do it during the constraints of the regular qualifying race. And if it's only one person that's affected by the not being able to be there on a Saturday, it might not be quite as big of a deal. But maybe what we do is like race 1 we'll do the qualifier on a Saturday, and race 2 we'll do it on a Friday evening. I don't know what time zone that guy is in. I don't remember what time zone he's in. But maybe we'll swap it out and do it that way. Or we could try to host the qualifying race this Monday, because I'm going to be on vacation. Not vacation, but I have a holiday that day on this Monday. And maybe we do the qualifying race on Monday. But that's a really short time for people to get used to how the Formula SCM car works. What do you guys think in chat? What do you think? Should we try to host the race this or the qualifier on Monday, or should we, since it's a holiday, or should we go for the qualifier on Saturday as planned? I feel like Saturday would work better, because that gives us, the D2K trucking company, that gives us time to actually move all of the material that we're going to need to move in order to fulfill building the race cars for everybody, because that's going to take a lot of moving materials. We're gonna have to move quite a lot of materials for that. But I feel like that will be a good thing. Misfortune has the compacty over here. That's fun. Coco with the Galima 4 over there. Tronco's doing Tronco things. Death is using Semi 3. And then yeah, our Roadmaster continues to make a decent amount of money over there. You're repairing it? Oh, fair enough. Yeah, what I've seen is for small boxes, for the F1 car running containers, these warehouses are the best for small boxes. Gonjun and the Overseas Import Company. Okay, so what we do is we run containers. How do we get, Jetta, how do we get the small boxes to spawn? Do we have to run containers to the warehouses? Is that how we get those small boxes? I don't think we have online access to any of the warehouses right now. What's the bonuses look like right now? Alright, Gappa's at 6%, Ara's at 43% bus coverage. Yeah, Gonjun and Jeju. So one of the things that's really popular on the Motor Maven server is running buses for people, so people tend to run a lot of buses. Yeah, maybe that's like what we do. I feel like as a company, it might be just easier for us to do the steel coils. But the spawn for the steel coils to the race car factory are kind of limited, right? You can only run 3 of those at a time. Gonna call it an early night. All right, Coco, have a good night, man. Thank you so much. If you want to pull a big contract tomorrow evening, yeah, I will definitely pull another big contract for the company. I feel like we're gonna have to start running contracts that support building the I feel like we're gonna have to start pulling contracts that support building the race car though. Yeah, so there's contracts to delivering here. So like we could deliver the containers and stuff like that and kind of get that rocking and rolling. We need the box pallets. So there's 20 of them, so we would do 40. Those are small contracts, so they don't really pay that much. Popping a 30K your way just now. All right, fair enough. We're at 207,000 coin in the corporation, so we do need to get that number up as well, so that I can pull some more contracts for us. Because those teleporting contracts are very expensive, but also extremely useful, because now we have teleport places all over the map. We've got one down here in Dasa, we got Sanho, we got OG Drill, we got Ara down here, the steel coil, we've even got Guanjin up here, etc, etc, etc. So plenty of options. And containers, you can do the dual 20-foot contract since you own Contra 40. All right, nice. Where do you need me? Misfortune, grab one of the Gleemas if possible. Spawn over here at Medium Log Warehouse. Get yourself a logging trailer. I believe the trailer is called oh gosh, what is the trailer called? Chat, help me out. What's the logging trailer called? You want to grab the logging trailer, the big one, the 40-foot logging trailer that can haul 4 logs, and go take the logs up to Sando Eastwood. Yes, Dith is right. So go get the Eastwood logging trailer. There's a spawn point here at Dith, or at the Midgem Log Warehouse, and you'll pick up the logs here from the other spawn point. So you pick the logs up here, grab one of the company semi trucks that are available, if there are any available, and that's where you'll find it. I think Philip is not quite strong enough to be hauling that much. Coco, have a good night, man. I hope to see you soon, man. Thanks for joining the stream, hanging out, and being a productive member of the corporation. I appreciate it. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Cheers. They're all in use. All right, Misfortune, go ahead and use whatever vehicle you can pull with. James, it was good, man. How are you, man? One has no name on it and won't let you spawn it. Okay, I'll take a look at it. I think I know which one you're talking about. This one, number 2. Okay, so number 2 has been spawned in. What you can do, Misfortune, if you want to get to it before I can, spawn yourself over here at Tac 1's home. Make your way over here to the to this shop, the luxury dealer, and then you should be able to despawn it if you want to get to it before I can. There's Captain Adonis. What's up, dude? Oh, I saw him. Now he's gone. He was there. Where'd he go? Oh, he logged off. Did he fully log off? No, he teleported somewhere, but we don't see his name. Adonis was there, though. I saw him. He exists. Mr. Infant, what time are you streaming tomorrow? So tomorrow, I should be streaming... I'm not sure, honestly. I will be live probably by 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Central Standard Time is the plan. Captain Adonis, I appreciate it, sir. We've got a pretty big contract to fulfill right now. The more people moving logs, the better. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time here on D2K Simulators or over on Drakeage 2000, first of all, welcome. I hope I'm providing some solid secondary monitor content for you. And if it's your first time here, say something in chat. Come on in. Say something on chat. One of my absolute favorite things about streaming is interacting with my audience. And this is the best way to do so. So, hop in on chat. Come join Discord, where you can join our large corporation here on the Mortar Maven server. And my trailer is sliding out underneath me. But anyway, come join us on Mortar Maven. It's a fantastic server, and we'd love to have you here. I'm also starting a racing league here on Mortar Maven, which the first race is going to be next weekend. Not this weekend, but the following weekend. So be sure to hit the subscribe button over on YouTube and hit the follow button over here on twitch.tv/Drakeage2000 so that you can come join for that race. It's going to be a jolly good time. And what I'll do is I'll put in the Mortar Maven Discord here in just a moment. Let me drop this off. And Dith says he's right behind me, and I did see him. So I'm gonna get out of his way here real quick. But there we go. What's up, dude?
You said there was a log contract to where?
Sangdo Lumber Mill.
Sangdo Lumber.
Yes.
Right away.
Right.
Sangdo Lumber.
So let me despawn that. And then, let's see here. Were you able to fix that, or do I need to fix that? Let me see. I think I need to fix it. Sangdo is up in the northeast corner of Small Island. All right. Let me grab my little Tucson here and come fix Lima 2. Somebody accidentally left that logged in, or maybe they got disconnected.
Okay.
Miss Fortune is close by it, though. She might actually have it. But we're gonna go check and make sure. You tried? Okay. It didn't work? Alright, no worries. I'm almost there.
Is she trying to do the first semi?
No, she was trying to despawn our truck that somebody accidentally left spawned in. And it didn't work for her. So I'm gonna go despawn it myself so that people could start using it. Okay.
What? I wonder which one it is, because
It's number 2.
I'm at a parking spot. Number 2?
Yeah. I just got it though.
You're driving number 3?
I was driving number 1, but you can take it if you want.
You good?
Yeah, I was doing number 1, but now I'm in number 2, so feel free to take
Okay, you're in.
number 1, yeah.
Okay. And then she's in number 3?
Yeah, Miss Fortune, you can... Which one do you want to use? Because I'll give you number 2. Like, you can use number 2 if you want. If there's none available, because Okay, so we've got number 2 is being used. Number 3 is not being used right now. I think Dith, did you? Oh, he might be out of his thing. Okay, yeah, Dith is using number 3 right now. You're using number 3. Okay. Oh, Chris, hold on, buddy. Hold on, buddy. Permit. Chris. There you go, buddy. Now you have a little bit of time to be able to do it. All right.
I'm gonna spawn the Gleema 1. She said she's gonna use her own.
Okay, Misfortune, you're gonna use your own. All right. No worries. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining the stream, we are going to be putting together that racing league, not this weekend, but the following weekend. So we're going to finish this logging contract, and then we're going to start working on getting the race cars built. Vladimir, what's up, dude? Hi, Dakota. Thank you for creating such a pleasant stream. I have it now on while driving some loads. Heck yeah, man. How you doing, bud? I hope you're having a good day. By the way, people that are wondering like why Vlad just called me Dakota, the character name that I'm using right now is called Dakota, so okay, summon vehicle, despawn vehicle. Hey, Wicked. Feel free to join voice on Discord if you like. There's a link on my Twitch. Drakage 2000. Okay. Sangdo, yeah, Sangdo. It's this one over here. Hold on one second, guys. Oops, that's the wrong one. It's this one right here. Sangdo Lumber Mill. So you'll notice that it has a supply contract on it right now, and we have 8 out of 50 logs delivered as of now. And there's also 100 out of 100 there, but there's also room to deliver some logs. So I'm gonna go grab a log. It's actually not even that far to do logs from Isengog over there. You probably already know this, but you can usually despawn corporation vehicles from 3 dot. So Vlad, yes. However, it does not consistently work. Going good. Hope you're having a great day. Yeah, man. So I'm also going to be starting the Motor Maven F1 Racing League. The first race is actually going to be oh, look, it's Captain Adonis with his... What's up, buddy? But yeah, will this work for the contract with your own vehicle? Yes, it does work. The only difference between the company vehicle and your personal vehicle is that your personal vehicle will not contribute to the company's funds. Not a big deal. Completing the contract is a little bit more important than fulfilling the filling the company coffers. So that's a little bit more important, and I'd rather us be doing that than worrying about that just yet. But Adonis, take the logs to Sangdo. Lumber Mill. Yep, Sangdo Lumber Mill, my friend. You'll see that we have a supply contract here on the map. It's to the northeast. Sangdo Lumber Mill is where we're headed. Oh, Dith. Do you want me to reset that? I guess one of the managers set that truck to a different price. If number 3 is at 100%, no, you want it to be 100%? Okay. If you want it to be 100%, we'll leave it at 100%. But I'll need to remember to change that before we log out for the night. All right, let me grab number 2. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining the stream, first of all, welcome. Second of all, feel free to join the Discord. We've got the Drakeage 2000 Discord right here. That's where you can join me for multiplayer games and hang out with me online and stuff like that. And then we've got the Motor Maven server, which is where we're going to be hosting the F1 League. So you can find that link right here, which we now have a link that will not expire. So you can grab that right there. That is the Mortar Maven official server, which is where we're going to be hosting this race next weekend. So I hope that you'll join us for that. It's going to be so much fun. What? Oh, I forgot that. No, this one's not less powerful than the other one. This one's a number 2.
Vlad gave you a shout out on the chat in game.
Oh, did he?
He did. He did.
Oh. Thank you, Vlad. We're also trying to get racers for the new F1 League. Okay. So, let's go and pick up some logs and try to complete this contract. By the way, I love our company logo. I think it just turned out so good. Oh, you know what? It would really help if I raised my freaking landing gear on that, because I'm a skilled trucker. You would have used your Galima? Yeah, no worries. All 3 of them are in use right now, so it's all good. I kind of wish that we had as many I kind of wish we could have as many company vehicles as we have members, but sadly I'm limited to 2. But you know, sadly I'm using to 2. Yeah, whoop whoop. I just got an email that you've been waiting on. You're officially a trainer at your job. Heck yeah, dude. Whoa, way to go, man. Shout out for the win with a life achievement over there. Heck yeah, man. That's awesome. Thank you for the follow, Will the Gamer. Thank you so much, man. I hope that you're enjoying the stream. And I hope that you're chilling out and having a good night. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, on the stream, we've got about an hour left on the stream. As you can undoubtedly hear, I have lost my voice, okay? Which is one of the reasons why we're not hosting the F1 race this weekend and instead are doing it next weekend. That way, I have a voice to be able to use to, you know, actually officiate the race and stuff like that. And what we're going to be working on in the Drakeage 2000 TTV LLC is running all of the supplies that are going to be needed to build out the formula cars for all of our racers. So feel free to come join for that. We need more racers, okay? We need a lot more racers. So join up on the official Motor Maven Discord and join up here on the Drakish 2000 Discord so that we can get some more racers. Ultimately, I would love to have 20 racers. And what we're going to be doing is on May 31st. What's up, Rain E. Woods? How you doing? Welcome to the D2K Simulators channel, my good sir. But yeah, what we're going to be doing is on Saturday, we are going to be hosting the first qualifying race for the new F1 League. So we will be hosting that on Saturday. And if you're unable to make Saturday, don't worry. The next race number 2, we're going to swap. We're going to choose a different day for the qualifying race. And we might end up doing like the qualifier and then the race, like one right after the other. But I don't want to like totally eat up everybody's day like that. So I'm gonna have to figure out like maybe we do on race number 2, maybe we do it on a Friday or something. I'm gonna have to figure that out, and I don't have an answer for that just yet. You're making you want to go live now. Yeah, but you know, like it's pretty fun. So sign up for that. We definitely have a poll going on the official Motor Maven server. So you can find their Discord information like right here. And I'll post the official Discord for Motor Maven right here as well, so that you guys can go join up on that and sign up for the F1 League. Again, we're trying to get 20 racers. If we are in a situation where we have 25 people sign up for it, then what we're going to be doing is only the top 20 people are going to be qualifying for that. And yes, Rain, I agree. Motor Maven is a great server. It's a fun place to hang out. And speaking of, if you happen to be looking for a corporation to join, we now have 31 players in the Drakish 2000 TTV LLC. So we happen to have quite a few people, and we very often run convoys, and we often run really lucrative contracts as a corporation. And right now we are running lumber over here to the lumber mill, and we have a contract that is going to pay out a whopping 325,000 coin divided by the number of people who are online at that time. So it's very, very lucrative to be a part of a big corporation like this, because we just cycle through those contracts as fast as we can when we're trying to earn money. And what is up, iDuke? How you doing? Is that a little bird? A little bird waving? Oh man, tell you what, I'm really excited for this F1 League though, guys. I can't wait. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. You were towing 2 Air City buses today? Dude, Duke, how did you do that? Did you put them on a flatbed or the Lomax rather, or, and how did you fit 2 of them on there? I'm not even mad. That's amazing. So that's actually really impressive. But yeah, okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we've got a little bit of time left in the stream, probably about a half an hour to 40 minutes or so, and then we're gonna find somebody to raid. I would love to stream a little bit longer, but undoubtedly you can hear in my voice that I've lost my voice, right? So I'm trying to save my voice as much as I possibly can. That way, next weekend when we start the F1 League officially, and we have our first race, I'm able to cast that race, because that would be awesome. Yeah, so yeah, we need the regular logs, not the oaks. You wanted to towing a third air city, but it was gone. Oh no. Vlad says, I think you have some good people there. Motor Maven joining your stream now. Yeah, everybody from Motor Maven, first of all, hi. My in-game character's name is Dakota. I'm usually very quiet in the regular chat because I'm usually streaming when I'm playing the game. So I'm either streaming or I'm working from home. If you see me during the work day, it means I'm working from home and I'm largely on autopilot. But yeah, my name is Drakage2000 and my in-game character's name on Motor Maven is Dakota, without the underscore. Dakota with an underscore is a whole different Dakota. I do not know that person, but it was really funny when we first interacted with each other because we confused a lot of people, including Vladimir, because we both had the exact same name. And I think it's wild that the game actually allows that to happen. I think that's insane. I feel like if two people with the same character name join, it should automatically assign like a parentheses 2 or something like that to the person who joined second. But yeah, Vladimir, I really appreciate the shout out on chat earlier. That was nice of you, and I appreciate the help. But yeah, so those of you, Ray Reloaded, what's up, dude? Welcome to the stream, bud. I hope you're having a good night. But yeah, so if you guys are looking for okay, so since we've got a lot of people from Motor Maven here tonight, I'm gonna talk about the F1 league that the D2K company is starting here shortly. So we are starting a brand new F1 league with F1 rules. Okay, so what's gonna happen is we're gonna use the Formula SCM car for the first season. And don't mind me as I pass the bus here real quick. We've got a contract that we got to complete. We've got a certain amount of time we got to complete it in, so we're just gonna pass them up real quick. Okay, so back to what I was saying. We are starting the brand new Motor Maven Formula 1 Racing League, also known as Formula D2K. Okay, here's how it's gonna work. If we end up with 25 players interested, we are going to be hosting the first ever qualifying race on Saturday, May 31st or 30th. I forget whichever one is Saturday. I think it's 31st. And then the actual race is going to be on Sunday, June 1st. Okay. And the way we're going to be doing the championship is we're going to run that via the Formula 1 point system. Okay, so how that's going to work is first place in the race will end up with 10 points, second place will end up with 8 points, third place 6 points, and then it will go down by 2 points per position number that you end up below. I'm gonna go outside of you, James, and then turn in just like this. By the way, it's a lot easier if you go. Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah, there's too many logs.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm gonna take out some planks.
But yeah, so that's kind of how that's gonna work. And then the following season, so season 2, okay, so by the way, each season is gonna be 5 races long. And then the second season we'll switch into rally cars and do an off-road racing track. Oh, thanks, Vladimir. I appreciate it, man. No, Motor Maven's fun, man. I've had a lot of fun on here. We chose Motor Maven as our server because it both had a healthy population and it also had room to grow, right? And that was like the key thing. Whereas like the Protect the Sink server is constantly full, and it would have been a real struggle to get anybody else on that server. So I chose one that had a healthy ping, a healthy server FPS, and a healthy population. And so like that was kind of my criteria for choosing a server. And Motor Maven's been a great home for us, so I'm really happy about it. Is that all that's going to Jeju, or where are you going?
I'm going to... It was the shortest distance. It's only like 2 miles away.
Sweet.
Do we have a contract somewhere else?
I haven't been able to pull contracts for some of these locations.
Okay. Yeah, I was just trying to get it out as quick as possible so we can start moving logs.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess I gotta hold it to Jeju. Yeah, because the distance, there's none going to Jeju construction, and these two are impossible. Sotopo construction is pretty hard to deliver there. Newvert, it's not many. I guess we're going back to OG. Okay, fair enough. And I'm not gonna spend 900 on that. I'm just gonna go strap myself. I want to strap the cargo. All right, so let's get rocking and rolling here real quick. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining the stream, first of all, if you're watching over on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button. It goes a really long way in helping out that new YouTube channel, which, by the way, I just got monetized with members and super chats and all that fun stuff. I'm really happy about that. That's awesome. And YouTube members end up with the perk of being able to see all of the curated videos as soon as I'm done uploading them, which is pretty awesome. I have like a lot of you know, edited videos with the music that you're hearing right now. I often use those songs in the time lapses and stuff like that. It's pretty fun. Then over on Twitch, all you gotta do is smash that follow button if you're brand new. And welcome to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. We do need to go on the last ad break of the stream, so hang out with me over on Twitch for just a little bit. If you don't want to miss anything, hop over to the D2K Simulators channel, where you can find that right here, YouTube, if you don't want to deal with the ad. So hop on over there, check that out. It's a jolly good time, and I will run the ad right now here on Twitch. And thank you so much for the follow, Blue Sirius. I really appreciate it. We'll be right back on Twitch, okay? Hang out. We'll be right back. All right. So, oh, it's Death. What's up, buddy? Out of logs, you need a fuel delivery to the lumber mill. Okay, Adonis. There's a second lumber mill. It's up here at Isengog. There's another lumber mill just north of Ganjun. SRG, what other games do you play? So, right now I'm playing Out of Ore, which we do on Saturdays, live streaming those. So we do Out of Ore, and then on the YouTube channel, which is where you're watching right now, I also have Fishing North Atlantic. I've got F1 Manager. I've got American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator. What else do I have on the channel right now? Oh, Project Hospital. Motortown. We got Motortown. So the YouTube channel, as is suggested with the name on YouTube, right? It's focused around simulator. Call you Sarge. Okay. Oh, Surge. Oh, dude, Surge. Oh, okay. Hey, man, I've seen you around a little bit. A couple times. Let me get out of this situation here real quick. But yeah, I've seen you around a few times, Surge. Beep beep. There goes Misfortune, another company member. So yeah, anyway, so here on the D2K Simulators channel on YouTube, I tend to play simulator, tycoon, and management games on that channel. I'm a very, very eclectic gamer. I have over 2,000 games on my Steam library, something like that, which is absolutely wild. But when I created the D2K Simulators channel, I wanted to focus in on like one target audience, which is going to be the simulators, tycoons, and management style people, right? And so far it's been going really well. So if that's your style, if that's what you enjoy, hit that subscribe button, because I've got some good stuff there. I've also been doing silly things like masking myself into the video game itself. I usually do that on episode 1 of a series, and then I'll do that on episode 10 of a series as well, and then every 10 episodes thereafter. All right, Duke says the logs are heavy, but the coils are impossible to deliver to Jeju alone when it's more than 4. It depends on your truck. The Galima, fully upgraded, can do pretty darn well. Oh, we're overheating. Why are we overheating? Hold on.
You're in sport mode.
Why am I still in sport mode? Also, it didn't shift out of 6th for some reason. But then it's now up into 7th. So I don't think it's the fact that I forgot to change the engine around. Anyway, I was overheating there for a minute. Okay. You've done 5 with the Jamusi trailer. Your Galima is fully upgraded. Just a 13 shifter. You should still be able to do that. With the logs? Finchy, what's up, buddy? You voted no on your interested in the racing poll, but you'd be down to be a utility. You were speaking about either a rotator, fuel truck, etc. You can afford 1 fuel tanker, but you would need some coins if more than 1 is needed. Also depends on time. So Finchy, first of all, yeah, the other thing that we're gonna need is a pace car as well. If you don't want to race, we also need a pace car that can handle the yellow flags and stuff. There goes Adonis. Hey, Blue Sirius, what's up, dude? Hi, so I've played Motortown, and your username does ring a bell, probably from the Protect the Sink. So I've not actually played on Protect the Sink. But you might have seen us over here on the Motor Maven server. Surge! There's Surge now! What's up, dude? But yeah, we're over here on Motor Maven. That's our server of choice. And it's also where we're going to be hosting the brand new Motor Maven F1 Racing League. And so if you're interested in that, you'll need to sign up over here at the Motor Maven official Discord, which will be that Discord. And if you want to join my Discord, to find out like when new YouTube videos are coming out, and you also want to find out like you know, when I start pulling multiplayer people into the different streams and stuff like that. For example, we're playing Out of Ore this Saturday, and things like that. Then you can do so at the Drakage 2000 Discord, which is right here. Also, Blue Sirius says, I got into other servers looking for a work hard, play hard, only to find out that they abbreviated the name to WHPH. Oh my. Also, how's our gas? Our gas is fine. We should be able to make it there and back. Whew. You can undoubtedly hear in my voice that I have lost my voice recently. So I do apologize for having to take a drink as often as I am doing, and the pauses in my speech is but I am trying to save my voice as much as possible so that I can officiate the race that's coming up next weekend. Not this weekend, but the following. So the qualifying race is going to be on Saturday, May 31st, and the whatchamacallit, the proper race is going to be on June 1st. The rules of which will be posted on Discord, and I hope you'll join us for that. This week, we are going to, as a company, be working on building the race cars for everybody. That way, now the individual racers will need to purchase the race cars themselves and put any upgrades that they want on the race cars themselves, which you can do so here at the Ansan Speedway. So if you provide, you know, the needed materials here, it builds a race car. It can build up to 2 of them, and it takes 4 minutes for it to build each one. So if you want to help out by running cargo to that factory so that people can start getting their race cars ready for the race weekend next weekend, that would be awesome. Again, that's next weekend, May 31st and June 1st, not this weekend, which is whatever the heck this weekend is. I think it's the 23rd, 24th, and 25th. Well, Friday's the 23rd, which is the start of the weekend, so. Duke says, it's missing so much vehicles and the things in Motortown, like bendy buses. Dude, bendy buses would be awesome, wouldn't it? Trailers for the Brutus tanker, Atlas Stumper, and kitchen assets. Where do you go for that? Asks Surge. So Surge, that's going to be on the official Mortar Maven servers where we're taking signups for it. So you'll find that Discord right here. I also put it in the chat. That's the Discord that ends in 5WH. So the Discord that ends in 5WH is the one that you need to join. You can join mine too, because I use my Discord to pull in people for multiplayer games such as Out of Ore, Project Zomboid, and other fun multiplayer games. So I will be taking YouTube members and subscribers first for Out of Ore and for other multiplayer games, but I also don't want to be in a situation where it feels like you have to be a subscriber or member to join the multiplayer games. So I will also often pull just regular followers and stuff like that as well to kind of keep that balance, because at the end of the day, I don't want people to feel like they have to support me financially in order to play games with me. That's not the goal of these channels. The monetary support does help me to be able to buy fun things like green screens and other things like that in order to do silly things for the videos and such. Where do you go to apply to be the pace car? Okay, if you want to be the pace car, all you got to do, come into my Discord and just be like, hey Drake, I want to be the pace car for the race. I haven't had anybody really volunteer to be that yet, so it's kind of a first come first serve. 1 glass of water a day keeps the shark away. Oh, I got a glass of water right here. Misfortune says, old girl can't hang with you boys tonight. You're beat, but you'll watch ya. Oh, no worries. No worries, Misfortune. Again, you know, like, we have that active contract, and I saw you deliver some logs to it. That's all that really matters. I mean, you don't even have to, right? We do need to move more pallets out of here, though. The wood planks. We're full right now, and we're 35 out of 50 right now. So good job, corporation. You guys are kicking butt on that. We're almost done with it, and we probably be able to finish it during the stream here. But we'll kind of see, because we do have to move some planks out of there. So find a plank delivery. I'm doing one down here to OG Drill. It's a bit of a long haul. I wish I could do it a little closer than that, but you'll hop back on and move some planks. You don't have to. You don't have to. Your own entertainment, your own health and all that jazz, that matters more. So let's go ahead and pass Tyler's NBC to logistics here. I like the name of his company. I wonder what he means by NBC though.
NBC?
Yeah.
Nickelback Center.
Nickelback?
Nickelback Center.
It's Nickelback Center logistics over there. You can do a run or two, sure. But remember, like, don't stress yourself out. At the end of the day, this is a game. It's meant for entertainment, right? We're not working actual jobs here, so don't treat it like an actual job. Have fun, and if the fun is not there, then take a break. Yeah, you know, you don't need to stress yourself out over it. Also, my Ara bus down here has 23 people on it. That's wild. And Tronco is busy working Tronco things, and the Roadmaster has 37 people on board and is still earning quite a bit of stuff. And bam, we got a bunch of people in here. We'll say hi to everybody. Beep, beep. Your connection settled down, so it's all good. Oh, nice. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. I know you were having some issues there with your internet. I hate internet issues. I think, you know, somebody made... All right, chat. Here's an argument for everybody, both on D2K simulators on YouTube and here on twitch.tv/Drakeish2000. Here's a survey for you guys, okay? What is worse? No internet or slow internet? Debate in the comments down below. What is it? What's worse? Slow internet or no internet? Misfortune says slow.
Slow. Yeah, I would agree with her.
Vinci says slow. Mr. Infant says, I'm going to be sleeping. Hey, man, have a good night. Thank you for joining on the stream. We will be back live again tomorrow night, okay? The next stream is going to be 6 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow, okay? So be sure to join us for that. That will be awesome. Oh, we've got a tie right now. Okay, so Misfortune says slow. Finchy says slow. Dith says no internet. iDuke says no internet. Vladimir says slow internet is worse than no internet. Okay. Finchy says slow is like being teased with what you could have, a carrot being dangled in front of you as you will. And I kind of agree. I kind of agree. I don't want to sway the poll too much, right? But I'll give you guys my answer here in a little bit. And my reasoning. Dith says you all shouldn't come to Australia then. Oh no, Dith. Yeah, so I hear that Australia actually has data caps, right? Like you buy your internet by like 15 gigabytes worth of data for like the month or something like that. I don't know if you guys are still doing that, but if you are, oh my god, I feel bad. That's horrible. Somebody needs to create a competitive internet company down in Australia that's like unlimited data. With slow internet, you can work with that, but with no, it just isn't. And then Blue Sirius says slow is better because you can leave stuff loading and do something else. Okay. And then Fidji says, at least when you know you have no internet, it's a disconnect and it can be quite nice because then you can just separate yourself away from technology for a little bit, right? So
Go fish.
I think I'll agree with the fact that slow internet is worse. And here's why. I agree with Finchy, right? Because here's why. If you have no internet, you can just disconnect from technology for a few hours, go read a book, chill out, you know, relax in a hammock with a little umbrella drink. Like you can separate yourself from technology without fear of missing anything out because you're just not online. I think slow internet sucks. It really sucks. What are books? Oh, so they're these things that are made out of paper. You can make them out of wood, like we're carrying here, right? And they have information in them, Captain Adonis, that you can then use for either entertainment value or educational purposes. And you should know that, my fellow squid. No, I'm just teasing, man. Of course. Of course. No, but yeah, all right. We are almost done with delivering these wooden planks down here. I should see if there's like a little contract. How many planks do we got going down here? Those are not our guys. All right, OG drilling. Contract 5 wood planks. I'll just grab the little one because I can fulfill that right now. Does it have pictures in it? Some books do have pictures in it. Yeah, some of them even have pop-up pictures that pop up out of the book and show you everything in 3D. Those are my favorite. But ladies and gentlemen, hey, if this is your first time here on the Drakage 2000 stream, or you're watching over here on D2K Simulators, first of all, I love you for being here. You're awesome. You could be anywhere tonight and you're hanging out with me. I love you for that. Thank you so much. Also, thank you for putting up with the fact that I've lost my voice and I'm doing my best with the voice, right? I'm doing my best. But we are going to be coming to an end of the stream here in just a little bit. I'm gonna end it a little bit early because I'm struggling to continue to talk. And like normally I try to stream for about 4 hours, but I'm kind of at that point where I'm unable to keep up with the demands of the body, and the body is saying, please stop torturing me. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, join me for the next stream, which is going to be tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I am in the central US time zone. So be sure to join me for that. And if you're over on Twitch, we're about to go find somebody to raid, but stick with me here in just a minute because we need to run this stream's credits. So stick with me here as I get that all rocking and rolling, and we'll go from that. So thank you again, everybody. You could be anywhere tonight and you hung out with me, and I really appreciate that. You guys are awesome. So I want to send out a good big thank you to everybody who supported the stream today. You guys have all been amazing. So today's stream has been brought to you by the following followers, which we've got Blue Sirius, Will the Gamer, Mr. Infant, and then subscriptions over on YouTube as Wolf Drago. I really appreciate everybody for hanging out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Let me find somebody fun to raid. Let me see if anybody is running Mortar Town tonight. You know what? I don't know this guy, but he's got a cool haircut. So let's go say hi. Let's go say hi to Mr. Cult of the Dolt. And let's go give him a big ol' howdy doody from the Drakage 2000 channel. So get on this raid, earn yourself some Drake scales. And if you're watching over on YouTube, thank you so much for hanging out with me. You guys have all been awesome. And I will see you tomorrow night, again, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you again. And one last Discord link, and I'll see you guys in the next one.